Hi friends, let us discuss deep the concept of ecology, ecosystem, biodiversity. We have discussed the basic terms and the concepts previously. Now let us dig deep. Okay, now let us start with the concept ecology. Ecology. Now, ecology is derived from a Greek word called oikos. Oikos. Now, what do you mean by oikos? Oikos is nothing but habitation. Habitation. Logos means study. Right? Now, ecology was first described as a separate field of knowledge by German zoologist named Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel. Right? As he termed it as a separate field of knowledge. Now we will discuss the definition of ecology. Now, ecology is a branch of biology that attempts to understand the relationship between living organisms and their environment and the associated energy flows. Right? Now, I will sum up the things. Now, ecology is a branch of biology that attempts to understand the relationship between living organisms and their environment and their environment and associated energy flows. Associated energy flows. Now this is the definition of ecology. Now what do you mean by this energy flows? Now you will discuss this deep in food chains, food webs and energy pyramids, right? How the energy flows from one stage to the next, right? Lindman 10% law. We will discuss this in detail. Now under ecology, the study of three features of ecosystem is done. Under ecology, the study of three features of ecosystem is done. Right? Now what are those three? Now, the first one is interaction of organism as a whole with their physical environment. Right? Now I'll write it. Interaction of organism as a whole with their physical environment with their physical environment. the second one is interaction among members of different species. Interaction among members of different species. Right? Now the third one what you study is interaction among members of a particular species. Interaction among members of a particular species. Right? Now see here, now we will study these three features of ecosystem in the topic called ecology. Right? Now observe here, in 2004 UPSC examination a descriptive question was asked regarding this interaction of, I mean, what will be the features of study of ecosystem in the ecology. Now you have to discuss this in detail. Now for engineering service examination you must know the core basic enough, right? Now let us go into the next concepts. Now in ecology you have to learn about ecological principles. Ecological principles. Right? Now already we have discussed about this. Ecology is mainly based on three principles. Now these are ecological principles. Now what are those three? The first one is homeostasis. Homeostasis. The second one is limiting factor principle. Now these are very important, right? Limiting factor principle. Right? Now the third one is, so energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be only changed from one form to other. Now see here, this principle you used to frequently acquainted in many examples, right? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Right? It can be only changed. It can be only changed from one form to other. Can be only changed from one form to other. Right? Now already in this ecological principles we have discussed this in detail, right? This is the principle. Now what is homeostasis? Right? The tendency of the body to seek and maintain a condition of balance within its internal environment even when it undergoes external changes. Now this is called homeostasis. Now see here, my verbal what I am repeating is also very important. Now I will sum up this. Tendency of the body to seek and maintain a condition of balance a condition of balance within its internal environment within its internal environment even when it undergoes when it undergoes even when it undergoes external changes now this is the exact definition of homeostasis, tendency of the body to seek and maintain a condition of balance. Now see here, even though if your external conditions, external environment changes, your internal balance has to maintain the same level, right? Otherwise you will be affected, right, with diseases or some other conditions, right? Now this is the one of the principle of ecology. Now the next one is limiting factor principle. Now what is this limiting factor principle? Limiting factors are environmental influences that constrain the productivity of organisms, populations, or communities, right? Now see here, I will sum up the definition here. Limiting factors are environmental influences that constrain now see here, constrain means restrict, right? Constrain productivity of organisms, population, and communities, right? Now what are organisms, population, and communities, right? Now how we will discuss about this, now see here, there are some individuals now a group of individuals is nothing but called population, right? Now a group of population is nothing but called community. Now a group of communities is called ecosystem, right? Now a group of ecosystems is called biomes, right? Now a group of biomes is called biosphere, right? Now we have seen the definition of biosphere previously. Now see here, your limiting factor principle. Your limiting factor principle, what it says: limiting factors are environmental influences that constrain the productivity of organisms. Organisms are nothing but your individuals, populations, or communities. See here, the one circles that come under ecosystem, all will be affected, right, due to this limiting factor principle. Now see here, we will discuss in detail regarding this: individuals, population, community, ecosystems, biomes, and biospheres. Right? Done. Next one. Now let us summarize the significance of ecology. Right? Now what are the significance of ecology now? Up to now what you have learnt. Now ecology basically provides you insight about the first one is what? Life processes, interaction, and adaptation. Life processes, their interactions, and adaptations. Yes. Now it provides you insight about the movement of material and energy through living communities. Movement of material and energy through living communities. Right? Now see here, this is what we learned in the basic definition: energy flows. Right? This is what you learn in ecology. Right? Now it gives you insight about successional development, of ecosystem. Successional development of ecosystem. Now see here, we will learn about primary succession, secondary succession in detail in ecosystem topic. Let us see about the basic points what you learn in ecology. Right? Now the fourth one, extent of biodiversity. Extent of biodiversity can be analyzed. Now that's why I clubbed the topic ecology, ecosystem, and biodiversity. Now this ecology will give you insights of these 4 points. Right? Now see here, you will get choose the correct option. Once it was asked in 2016 IAS only. Right? The same question. What are the significance of ecology? It seems you have to choose the correct option there. Done. Yes. We'll go to the next concept called ecosystem. Now we are going again deeply. Next concept is ecosystem. Now already we have discussed a group of communities is called ecosystem. This is the general way. Now the term ecosystem was first coined by A.G. Tansley. Right? Now, the concept of ecosystem was first given by E.P. Odum. The concept of ecosystem was first given by E.P. Odum. Now, he is called the father of ecology or ecosystem. E.P. Odum is considered as father of ecology or ecosystem. Now, what is the basic definition of ecosystem? Right? You have to be very clear on this. Now, an ecosystem is a complex set of relationships among the living resources, habitats, and residents of an area. Now, observe here, I'll sum up the things. An ecosystem is a complex set of relationships relationship among living organisms, living resources. Complex set of relationships among living resources, habitats, and residents of an area. Now, this is the definition of ecosystem. I'll repeat it. An ecosystem is a complex set of relationship among the living resources, habitats, and residents of an area. Now, what this include? This include your plants, trees, animals, microorganisms, right? Water, soil. So, in sum up, what this include? This includes both biotic components and abiotic components, right? Already we have seen what is abiotic and what are biotic components, right? Now observe here, everything that lives in an ecosystem is dependent on other species and elements that are also part of ecological community. Now, all the things that are living in an ecosystem are dependent. Now you have to know this. Are dependent on the other species and also the elements, right? Now, next point. Now, this ecosystem also includes dead organic matter, right? Dead organic matter also includes dead organic matter. Right? Again, we will discuss this deep in the coming topics, right? Now, observe here. Already we have discussed the same point previously. Ecosystem is a subset of biosphere. Yes. Now, we will deal in detail regarding this biotic components and abiotic components of the ecosystem and also the structure of ecosystem, right? Now, first I will draw the structure of ecosystem, then we will discuss in detail regarding that, right? Structure of ecosystem. Right, now see here I will draw the tree diagram here, so that's why you can have a clarity. Ecosystem. Now this ecosystem contains abiotic components and biotic components. Already I have given this point to you. Abiotic components and biotic components. Right, now what are abiotic components? And there are two types there, right? One is climatic component and one more is edaphic components, right? Or you can call it as factors. Climatic factors, and the next one is edaphic factors. Edaphic factors. Now see, edaphic factors is nothing but which relates to soil, which relates to soil. Now what are your biotic components? Biotic components, now see here, the first one is produces. Or otherwise you can call it them as autotrophs. Right, the next one is consumers. Or heterotrophs. Now sometimes these are also called as phagotrophs. Right, and the next one is, now see here, these are decomposers. Or you call it as saprotrophs. Now see here, I gave a point at last in the ecosystem. Dead organic matter also is a part of ecosystem. Now this dead organic matter can be taken away by this decomposers or saprotrophs. Now again, don't worry about that, we will discuss in detail. Right, now what are these climatic factors and abiotic components? Can you elaborate this? Easy one, right? Now what are the climatic factors? Rain, light, already we have seen this, wind, temperature. Right, now what are edaphic or soil factors? What does that relate to soil? Right, so the basic one is soil, so soil type. Okay, soil type. Next one is pH of the soil, acidic or alkaline. Now minerals in the soil, yes. Now topography of the soil. Yes, now these are the abiotic components, right? Edaphic factors in abiotic components. And again, see here, your consumers are heterotrophs or phagotrophs are divided into again 4 types, right? Now the first one is herbivores. Herbivores, or they are called as primary consumers. So I'll write it as PC here, right? Primary consumers. The second type are called primary carnivores. Primary carnivores, right? Or they are called as secondary consumers, SC. And the third type are large carnivores, right? Large carnivores. Now these are called tertiary consumers, right? And the last one are called omnivores. Omnivores, so they eat both plants and animals. Now these are called quaternary consumers, QC. So I write the full form here, quaternary consumers, right? Now this is the structure of the ecosystem. Now we will deal in detail regarding all these climatic, edaphic factors, and also about producers, consumers, decomposers, and also different types of consumers in the next video, right? Thank you.